Yo guys, what is up? My name is Jurocroft and once again welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are going to attempt building the most epic and most monumental desert temple ever. So sit back, relax and enjoy because we are in for another creative journey. Right guys, now let's first off give ourselves plenty of space to work with. A simple transformation, but we're nowhere near done yet. In order to make the landscape a lot more interesting, I'm going to start with the creation of a gigantic crater. The pyramid will be situated at the far end, starting with a simple guideline, constantly manipulating the size and shape of the pyramid as well as the landscape. It was incredibly time consuming, but eventually I found a great starting point for this epic project. Now right in the center of the crater I've created a separate sandstone pillar. I've also made the pyramid even bigger, and the reason for this was simply to create a series of connecting bridges which will in turn lead to the entrance of this colossal pyramid. Now it's time to finish off that oasis I mentioned at the start of the video, decorating the crater with grass, trees, rivers and waterfalls. Now I've also used light blue stained glass to create a variation of color, as well as placing a few vines across the crater walls as an extra added feature. The oasis definitely adds a nice upgrade to this once so desolate place, and with that completed, we can now move on to the most important phase. Now a pyramid as grand as this one definitely requires an impressive entrance, constructed using tall towers and a huge archway to grant you access into the structure. Most certainly a lot of decoration and detailing, as well as sticking to most of the colors used by the original desert temple. I've also included an extra feature on top of the towers, building giant flame pots using colored glass. Decorating the pyramid was surprisingly one of the most challenging parts of this video. Now, trying to stick to a fantasy style setting, I had to go through a lot of experimenting before I actually got this to work. One of the really cool features I added was the creation of a separate floating pyramid which just hovers above the temple. I've also created 4 smaller fire pots on each corner of the structure, as well as finalizing some extra details. From above, you guys can just see how much effort has gone into this already, with the pyramid almost looking like a giant terracotta block. The height of this pyramid actually stands at just under 150 blocks. The standard default temple just surpasses 10 blocks in height, making this monumental structure 15 times larger than its original predecessor. Right guys, now brace yourself because this is where things go just absolutely insane. Now I thought there was something missing, so I decided to transform the landscape even further. Yes, I got so carried away I actually built giant floating islands around the valley, each of them held down by solid black chains. All that's left to do now is upgrade the floating islands with grass, trees and ponds. We can also have a few waterfalls just cascading down into the crater below. Now here's one idea we've incorporated in a previous video and can definitely be included into this project. What we're going to do is start by constructing 4 separate gemstone towers, well decorated and detailed, with one very important feature. This feature, of course, is the red magma core we have hovering above the tower. And with all the towers completed, we can now connect the magma gemstones to the top of this mighty pyramid. This is by far more than I could have ever thought possible. Hours and hours of work finally coming together. There's only one last thing left to do before we can finally finish off this project. And so, with the creation of a mighty throne chair fit for a king, I proudly present to you my most challenging, most epic desert pyramid ever.
Welcome to my world. You have crossed into the world of the dead in search of answers. Arise and let Harness your rage and focus. I allow you to pick your allegiance, but in the end, you will be mine, one way or another.
Well guys, as you may know, this world is available on www.jennercraft.net. No, seriously, buy my merch, please. I have no job. Without you, I'd be homeless.
With all jokes aside, thank you very much for watching today's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Jennercraft over and out.